welcome into the 2019 Westwood Holiday Invitational Tournament between the Foxboro Warriors and the Needham Rockets at Bader Gymnasium. Round one is today. The next game at 7 p.m. will be the West Wolverines against the Hingham Harbormen. We'll listen to Matt Gillis for the starting lineups. National anthem. Game one for the Holiday Invitational Tournament is about to be underway. I'm Tyler Murkowski, joined by Dylan Perkins. Perk, welcome to the team.
Thank you for having me, Tyler.
Needham is head coached by Paul Leiner, and Foxboro is head coached by John Gibbs. Number 32, Andrew Barnett, the junior, set to take the tip for Needham. And number 5, Ryan Hughes, a senior captain for Foxboro. So again, the winner of this game goes on to the 7 p.m. game tomorrow night, played here at Bader Gymnasium for the championship title. And the consolation game will be at 5. So Needham wins the tip, and we are underway here again from Bader Gymnasium. And Needham works right through to number 32, Andrew Barnett, for a quick bucket.
Starting out with high intensity. Man set up on defense here from Needham.
So again, Westwood will be playing the next game against the Hingham Harbormen. A 3 on the way is no good, and it's rebounded by Foxboro, giving them 30 seconds. Foxboro going to reset it on the top, again with a fresh 30 seconds. Needham with some solid man help defense. 3 on the way is short.
Yeah, we're seeing both teams with man sets to start out, and you know, maybe as they get tired into the game, they'll switch the zone. But man, to start the game, it's high intensity, fast-paced basketball.
Up the court for Needham is ready. Nice look inside and a nice 2. And again, that is
great feed from Needham.
so Westwood, Needham continues to be in that man. No good on the take, and we've seen a lot of Andrew Barnett so far for Needham. 4 points, a couple of rebounds, and a costly turnover there.
Great save.
Oh, and Barnett gets the block.
Gets their bench going.
He's already going towards the 5x5.
He is, yeah.
Last done by Draymond Green a few years ago.
It's very rare. You don't see that a lot, high school especially. That the time's just not enough, and it'd be great to see him. He's very clearly he's an impact player for Needham.
Absolutely. Not sure how tall he is from being up here, but certainly the tallest player on the court.
Yeah.
The shot is short from Jonah Singh. Crossover dribble, right side.
Ball movement by Foxboro has not seemed to do anything against Needham's Needham's man-to-man defense.
Barnett with some fantastic defense.
Sliding his feet.
This is Brandon Ford. 6 on the 30, a 3 on the way is no good. And again, that was Dylan Berea. So now we're going the other way with the Rockets. And everything's being ran through Barnett so far.
Yeah. They seem to have shifted to like a 2-man follow. I don't know what this set specifically called, but a 2-man follow on the top around the perimeter, and then like a sag off help side bottom 3. It's like a modified 2-3 defense.
So Barnett gets rejected on that strong take.
Mm-hmm.
16 left on the shot clock, and a nice 3 there by Berea on the hop is number 2 for Foxboro, and Donald Rogers travels. So up the court comes Needham. No good. Barnett in the mix for the rebound, gets it, puts it up, and is slapped on the arm. And he will get 2 from the free throw line. First one cannot get the nice bounce off of the rim.
Rims aren't particularly friendly here in Westwood.
No, I don't like playing this high school at all for that reason.
This court feels like home.
Yes, absolutely.
Swing and dribbles pass over the top. Wow, that was I'm amazed there was no foul there.
And a nice takeaway there by Needham. They've got a really strong start.
They do.
Barnett went 0 for 2 from the free throw line, and number 15 gets on the board for Needham.
Needham's success is driving from their ability to penetrate inside the paint and dishing off to their bigs on the blocks.
It's Jacob Hammermesh. Lots of intensity in this gym. 4:20 to go.
They're communicating real well. That's going to be communication's always a big part. Basketball especially. I think they have to communicate and everybody be on the same page for them to succeed.
A nice bucket there by Foxboro. They're on the board. 6-2 Needham up.
Good swing pass.
Halfway through the first quarter. Number 22 on the nice cut is good for Needham. That is Jonah Singh again. This is exactly the start that Needham had to be looking for.
Yeah.
Nice cut there by Foxboro's number 1, and it's good. That was Brandon Ford, the senior captain. Wow, and Foxboro's team has 9 seniors. I think Westwood has a lot with 7, and you go to Foxborough and they have 9. And only 1 junior on the team. Shots no good there from Needham. The rip through. A nice face cut there by number 2, number 4 for Foxborough. The shot is good. Dylan Berea again. Offensive foul. Foxborough getting some intensity now. every time I look over to the right bench from where we're sitting, you always expect to see the Westwood team, and you see some other team, and it's
Yeah, it's definitely a weird feeling. Every time I'm in this gym, I always see Westwood on the sidelines. Needham's trying those double teams, and they're trying to create turnovers, and it hasn't worked yet. We'll see if they stick with it.
And that's one thing. I mean, I've seen it in the Westwood practices as well. As I go to most of them, basically all of them. Is you have to prepare for basically any defense possible.
Yeah.
You have no clue what teams are going to throw at you. And when we do the Metro West games at the 4th and 5th grade level, it's like 6th or 7th grade level, you see these teams throw out different zones, and teams just don't know what they do. They basically panic. They see the box in 1, they see a 2-3, a 3-2. I mean, there's so many things you can do with the zone defense. It just makes it that much harder to break.
It's different looks for sure, and if you don't prepare for those different looks, you panic in the game, and if you panic, mistakes are made, and good teams are going to capitalize off your mistakes.
So Needham, unlike Foxboro, they have 6 seniors, and Needham has a much larger team. Needham has 15.
Needham has to hit their free throws. They're 0 for 3 so far, and it's going to kill them late in game.
And Foxboro only has 12 players.
Really?
Yeah.
There's the first one.
I mean, I was just on the roster sheet. I don't know if anyone's here that is not on the roster sheet.
Yeah.
A call-up or something. So Needham here by 3, 9-6. 2:23 to go here in the first quarter. Just joining us, this is the Westwood 2019 Holiday Invitational Winter Tournament. 4 teams consisting of Foxboro, Needham, Westwood, and Hingham. And the winners go on to play tomorrow at 7 p.m. It's a nice shot as the shot clock's winding down from Brandon Bort. Will Dorian coming up the other way for Needham. The right side pass.
Swing back across. They're trying to create space, but Foxboro is clogging the lane up.
Foxboro's looking at that double team set as well now. A 3 on the way. This is number 32, Andrew Barnett again. He has 7 from what I know. And comfortable from both the inside and the outside.
Needham switched to a 1-3-1 zone here. Let's see how Foxboro breaks it, or tries to break it.
So you see they're trying to
dribble penetrate. It's not going to work. They need a big in the center to create spacing and to create mismatches.
Close to a travel there. I don't know how it wasn't called. And number 20 is no good for Foxboro. That was Liam Devlin. So Needham coming down the other way. Close to sub a minute left. 108 to be exact. Oh, that was certainly a carry. Barnett, the swing dribble, cut on the inside.
Got away with it.
Barnett, the shot, baseline, is good. And you usually see these tall players like Barnett, and you say, okay, where's the weakness? And we just haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen it yet.
We've seen some excellent inside moves, and now we saw the 3.
Yeah, his ability to hit the outside shot really makes him a step ahead of all the other bigs in this league.
And that's exactly where the 1-3-1 breaks. Great ball moves from Needham. Yeah. And number 4 for Foxboro, Dylan Berea makes him pay. So 34 to go here.
If they can get it to the corners, that's how they're going to break the 1-3-1.
9 the different shot and game. Barnett, other side. Different result, no good. Shot clock turned off, 23 seconds. And I'd have to imagine Foxboro coach John Gibbs is saying 1 shot.
1 shot. You're trying to get the best shot possible, break down and get the best look against this 1-3-1 zone.
And at first, Needham was just killer. And it's a costly turnover for Foxboro. 8 seconds to go, 7, 6. This is Will Dorian with it with 3. Will, the backup jumper is no good, following, no call. And the full court shot from Berea is no good. So after 1, Needham by 3, 14 to 11. So we've seen a lot of great action here early. The intensity's very high.
Yeah, it's through the roof right now.
So these aren't your regular games in season. I'm not sure if these teams play each other in the season. I'm 99% sure Needham is a D1 school.
Needham is a D1 school.
Yeah, and I'd assume Foxboro is too.
Foxboro is, mostly, but they could be out of division. They could be out of state. So, this is most likely the first meeting between these teams.
Right, and it's great to see that from a obviously, still counts against their record, but
it's not league sanctioned. It's
right.
not one. It's not. It doesn't go towards their league record and affect their playoff seed.
So Westwood has 2 tournaments, the Riley Classic as well in February.
Riley Classic's always a good tournament for Westwood. Shows how they progress throughout the year.
Yeah.
It's good to see them now in, well, it's almost January, but it's late December, early the first part of this season, and then transform into February and see how much they've progressed.
Absolutely. So again, Foxboro down by 3, 14-11. They'll get the inbounds. Possession changes, and we are now in quarter number 2. Board with it, the senior captain. We find into Devlin.
Needham's gone back to a man set. Foxboro has figured out how to break their 1-3-1, so they're gone back to what's worked for them in that man set.
And we saw it on Brea's nice 3. Board with 7, and they keep lining the shot clock down. Needham's really, and then they have defensive breakdowns. This is a 4-shot, a deep one, and it's good. It's Kevin Gallagher for 3.
It seemed forced to me, but it looked like he looked comfortable taking that shot.
Yeah, I mean, with the shot clock knocked down, would he have taken that shot? Probably not. So,
hey, if you get it, it's a good look and you feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
Take it.
So
coaches preach that. If you have the green light and you feel comfortable.
We're also seeing Barnett on the bench for the first time.
You need a break every once in a while.
Yeah.
Can't play the whole quarter and not need a break.
So both teams matching each other. Dorian for 3.
That was a deep 3. Good
and
offensive rebound.
A 3 on the way. Number 11 for Needham is no good, and it is a
foul
loose ball going down.
Quick subs.
So this game, to my best of my knowledge, is sponsored by Nord Physical Therapy. I got both the sponsors, so Vanderbilt Club or
PT.
Nord Physical Therapy. Thank you.
Yep.
And we're back in the zone now, 1-3-1.
Yeah, it's they're changing looks, and it's sometimes coaches use certain personnel with certain sets, and it doesn't seem to affect Foxboro at all.
So Westwood players filing in one after another.
That'll be a good game. I'm looking forward to the Westwood game.
Yeah.
But right now we got this Needham. Good block there by number 20 from Foxboro.
Ready, no good on the look, and number 15 for Needham draws a foul. That is Jacob Hammermesh, who will be going to the line.
I'll get to.
For 2 free throws. So
Needham seems to be getting to the line a lot more than Foxboro does.
yeah.
They need to hit their free throws. Free throws are one of the most, if not the most important thing in basketball, especially in late game tournaments.
So number 15
Get the second one.
sticks it. Hammermesh.
Back
Now we're going to get some full court pressure. Full court man. Oh, nice crossover dribble behind the back.
Trap.
Nice takeaway
Creates that
there.
turnover. They got numbers now.
A good dish off. The underneath
finish.
is good.
Good finish.
Number 5.
Needham wants to bring that full court pressure.
And Needham gets it back. I mean, watching this game, I think Needham will be up by a lot more than just 1.
Dorian.
And it's
good.
rebounded by number 14 for Foxborough, Michael Devlin. So Foxborough down with it the other way. It's kind of confusing because Needham is also blue, so it's like which team is which?
Yeah, you got to read it. Another 3 on the way.
No good. And yeah, it was a clear grab. And well drawn there by number 15 for Needham, Jacob Hammermesh. So 1 and 1 out. Barnett will get his second appearance.
Yeah, we'll see number 5, Ryan Hughes, senior captain, come in for Foxborough now. Come in for the foul. Number 20, Liam Devlin, who just committed his second personal foul.
Hammermesh on the dribble. Barnett,
For
no good. And he can't keep it alive. A
Yeah.
rare mistake there from Andrew Barnett.
Those are costly. Layups are the few things that you can control. You can control a lot of things, but layups you got to hit.
Absolutely right.
Costly turnover from Foxborough there. Both these teams are coming out really, really fast. We haven't seen a real a break from the high intensity defense and offense from both teams. And we'll get a break into play. Side out for Needham here. Number 22, Johar Singh. To Barnett. Needham looks to reset here.
Yeah, Tim Reddy on the top. Another thing with high school teams, I'm not like basing it off of just Western per se, but you have so many plays to break so many different things. It's like sometimes you get things confused, obviously.
Timeout taken here by the Needham coach.
Timeout, Needham coach.
What do you think Coach Liner is saying to his team right now?
Who's
Needham.
Liner to Needham. Keep throwing at the different looks that we've seen on the defense and get them going well, fake them out. We can actually hear them just keep moving, keep the ball movement going. And then we've seen for both teams a struggle with the shot clock.
Yeah, they're looking for, well, both defenses are applying pressure and they're looking for the best shot possible, and it's not coming easy, so they're taking their time. And, you know, if they give you 30 seconds to use it all, they say, but if that's not the best shot, then they're not going to take it.
So Needham breaks Foxboro as well. Our next game at 7 p.m. will be the Westwood Wolverines taking off the Hingham Harbormen. And again, as I said earlier, there's 4 teams in this. The 2 that win go on to play tomorrow. The 2 that lose go on to also play tomorrow. So 2 games guaranteed.
So everybody gets 2 games. That's good.
Obviously, the goal is the playoff game, not the consolation.
Needham's throwing that 2-1-2 press at them.
Yep.
Looking to get a trap in the corner and create turnovers. Switch back to a half-court set with the man.
We have a pretty good crowd for 2 towns that are relatively
far away.
Not Needham, but Foxborough's pretty far away, especially with the Patriots getting traffic, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're. I think they got here
probably earlier.
Really, really early.
Yeah, the Patriots suffering a bad loss today. I see one of my.
Do not want to talk about it.
One of my nice Packers sweatshirts in the crowd on a fantastic win. Green Bay over the Lions. A 3 on the way for Foxboro. That's number 11, Kevin Gallagher.
It's his second 3.
And
both
now,
of them deep.
just like that, Foxboro's in the lead.
Yeah.
By 4 now.
This game has really transitioned and at all levels to it being a shooter's game. We used to see dominant big men kind of run the league, and now it's a shooter's game. If you can hit the outside shot, you're going to win the game.
Crossover dribble, backside, and a charge. And that's not your textbook charge.
No, for sure. You know, textbook charge, you see 2 feet set and getting hit going backwards, but it looked like number 1 Brandon Board, senior captain, pushed him off. He pushed him off with his arm to try to create separation and just got called on it.
So going the other way, Needham number 3 with it. Ready, a 3 on the way is no good, and the rebound is corralled by Foxboro. Kevin Gallagher, you've seen a few nice 3s for him so far.
His ability to shoot is putting Foxboro over the top.
Yeah. Oh.
Got away with
it.
Travel.
No, a little bit, but they call it a juggle on that. A 3 on the way. We're used to, Perk and I do the Metro West games. Every team gets their game of the year. A nice deal there by Foxboro. And we see these 4th and 5th grade games where it's like, oh, that should have been a travel called. Obviously, from going from 4th grade last week to this week, being at a high school level, the refs aren't letting anything go, obviously.
No,
3 refs on the
got
call.
3 of them.
So
they're not going to miss anything.
Yeah, it's not like we can presume, oh, that was a travel or something.
Nice pull.
If it was, they're probably going to challenge, call it.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be a little bit more stricter for the higher levels.
Barnett will try.
Short.
And way short. And nails that one. So maybe we just saw a good quarter from Barnett. I don't know. But even if he was capable of what he did, 7 points.
Well, Foxboro is shutting him down. He's had very little looks.
Yeah.
And the looks that he's gotten haven't been good ones. His defense is lacking there.
Nice take. Number 2 for Foxboro. Donald Rogers, and another timeout by Needham coach.
Yeah. They need to figure out the defensive set because I think it's a miscommunication between the coach and the team.
Yeah, that, and then again we've seen this good Foxborough defense. We saw Foxborough come out really slow, and we were like, in my head I was like, is that really Foxborough's team?
It's not. No,
yeah.
I feel like they needed to kind of first quarter and a lot of games you try to feel the other team out and trying to get yourself together. And in this case, Foxborough has really readjusted well.
Yeah. There's no denying that. So again, the Westwood 2019 Westwood Holiday Invitational.
It is hosted in Westwood, yes.
I'm not sure the how many years this has been going for. I know as long as I can.
As long as I can remember, it's
Yeah.
been less, recent years.
Yeah.
4 to 5.
Tyler Murkowski joined by Dylan Perkins for game 1. We'll be here likely tomorrow as well. I know I'll be here. I'm the team manager for the Westwood boys team, which I take a lot of pride in doing.
Yeah, of course.
Dorian
on the way.
Just filming all the games. And
it's nice to do commentary on the games, though, because
yeah.
it keeps you engaged and you get to give your thoughts and knowledge to the game. Neither of us played, I played for the program when I was really young, when I was a freshman, but, it's nice to see the program from an outside position and give your thoughts on it.
And I've always liked the sport of basketball, so my brother
I love it too.
My brother was on the varsity team, and then last year I got a text from one of the players saying, "Could you be the team manager this year? Just film the away game, film home and away games." I was like, "Sure." So
hey, if you love the game and you want to be around it as much as possible,
it's great. It's great to be around it.
There's nothing really like it in small towns. There's nothing like this is the highest level of basketball you're going to get, so you want to be around it as much as possible to give your knowledge and love for the game back.
Absolutely. So 1:15 to go here in the second quarter. It's been a really quick first half.
It has been. Both teams are really at a high pace here.
Nice.
Joe Hart.
Oh, he missed it. So that's number 22 for Needham.
Joe Harzing really rushed that. He really rushed that shot. He felt the pressure coming behind from Foxborough. There was a
sub a minute now. A nice look to number 5 and another defensive breakdown for Needham.
Yeah, he was sitting in the paint. He was wide open for at least good 2-3 seconds there, and Needham should have figured it out. And Foxborough, they found the open man.
So Needham comes down the other way. Number 3 gets
foul.
Runs into a brick wall, and that will Tim Reddy will head to the line. The junior.
I think Reedy needs to take charge a little bit more because he seems to be Needham. Him and Will Dorian seem to be the primary ball handlers on the Needham side.
Yeah. So not a good quarter for Needham at all. That's the thing with high school basketball. Anything can change on a dime.
Yeah, it's these teams especially, but it's really fast. This quarter has flown by, not a lot of timeouts. Just kind of free-flowing basketball, and that's what you love to see.
I was going to say, looking ahead, Needham has already used 2 of their timeouts, so they only have 3 timeouts for the rest of the game. So we'll see what they do with that next quarter if they do have a breakdown. I mean, you want to have at least 2 for the fourth.
Fourth quarter alone.
Yeah, 16 seconds left, 2.5 the different shot in game.
High screen coming here, trying to create separation, dribble out the clock.
8 on the 30, dishes it off.
Good
number 14.
find.
Number 4 for Foxborough corrals it, puts it up, and is good at the shot clock horn. That was Dylan Berea, and the clock runs out with that shot off. Does not matter as it was way too far. So after 2 quarters of action, the first half, our score, Foxborough 27, Needham 19 on the Westwood Media Center. And we're back for the second half of action here from Bayer Gymnasium. Todd Murkowski joined by Dylan Perkins. So Needham coming out, Perk, not looking too sharp, looked pretty good. And now in that second quarter really kind of struggled compared to this Foxborough team.
Yeah, they did. They came out hot, and Foxborough adjusted in the second quarter.
So Barnett is in for Needham, joined by Darian, Hammermesh, Tim Reddy, And
Foxboro is sticking with this man.
wow. And they're going to call number 1 for that little push-off armbar. As we discussed earlier, that's not a textbook offensive foul, but it definitely is.
No, I think, personally, I think that was not a foul. They are, you do want to keep it a strict game, but, you do have to let them play. That would look ticky-tacky type of foul.
And we see that in the NBA a lot with whatever, three refs. A 3 on the way is good for Foxboro's number 11, Kevin Gallagher. And the lead for the first time tonight is double digits. It's 11. Let's go with one of the Westwood coaches, Coach Jack Kiley, that Hingham versus Westwood the next game. Hingham is really, they've been having a great start. They beat Whitman and Hanson their last game. They are 3-0. Westwood is 1-1, so it'll be really interesting to see how Westwood and Hingham do play. It's a 3 on the way. Westwood coming off of a loss against Medfield.
That's a tough loss for us.
Really, really was. Number 4, all day for 3.
All the time in the world.
And we've seen him make Needham pay with the soft defense. That was number 4, Dylan Berea on the miss. And it's a break for Needham. A backcourt even established. So that's a big thing. Our coaches will be like, no, that's wrong. That's the right call. If it's a backcourt violation, the player has to establish from one side of the court to the other. And
he's got to get 2 feet in before he receives the ball.
Just like the NFL rule on the sidelines.
Yep.
It's the best analogy I can think of.
No, yeah, you're right. He has to establish 2 feet in the front court before he receives the ball. So gotta get the feet down.
We see some Hingham players also in the shot wearing the red. They are very tall. The 4 of them that are there.
Focus on the game now, eh?
Number 1,
good separation.
4-3. That was Brandon Borg, the senior captain. Going the other way, number 1, left hand, left side. Number 3 with it now for Needham, ready on the inside. Shot, no good, and it's rebounded by James and dished off. Sorry, Kevin Gallagher now with it. It was rebounded by Brandon Borg.
Needham keeps switching their defensive looks, but nothing seems to be working.
Number 22, Needham shot away, 3, good.
Johar Singh for 3.
Jonar Singh, I'm sorry, I'm calling him Jonah.
Yeah.
Shot no good there. Number 1 for Needham and number 22, Jonar. A 3 on the way for Needham's number 15 is no good.
Have you gotten that name once
Hammermesh.
right today?
Jonar. Johar.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Okay. I apologize.
It's all good. It's all good.
Left hand, left side, number 2, shot. Good, M1. The foul is on Andrew Barnett and Foxboro.
They got all the momentum right now coming into the half, and now they've continued it.
I mean, there is a lot of fans here, relatively speaking. Again, I'm saying it again.
Well, let's see. Both of these towns are relatively far away, and it's a Sunday night, and it's understandable if you can't make it, but I'd love to see some Westwood fans out, and I'm sure we will.
So the scoreboard is wrong. It's very wrong.
They'll get it right.
Yeah. And Foxborough players in the court are like, the scoreboard, the thing that people don't realize is the scoreboard, except the time, isn't official. The official scorekeeper's book is what
everybody
is
goes
technically
by.
Official, exactly.
Yeah. They're trying to force too much. Foxborough's trying to do, or not Foxborough, Needham's trying to do too much at once, and they're not trying to chip. They're just trying to get it all back at once, and
exactly.
You can't do it.
Well, analogy in football today, we see like quarterbacks go down by 21 or so in the first quarter, and then they start airing the ball out. Right? You can't get it all back in one play.
You can't. No, it's not like baseball or football where you can all get it back in one long play. It's chipping constantly.
And being patient.
It is being patient, especially. You can't. It's not a home run ball.
Needham with it through the wing, cross over dribble, 10 on the 30, winding down 9 on the inside. Number 15 is good for 2. Left hand, left side layup by Jacob Hammermesh.
That's a nice pass from Will Dorian there. He found both Foxborough defenders came up and challenged him and left Hammermesh open for 2 underneath.
Number 1, crossover dribble, left side. Dishes it off. Number 5, the shot is good for Foxborough. So Ryan Hughes with the answer, the senior captain for Foxborough. Number 1, quickly in transition for Needham is no good, can't get the roll. Will Dorian.
Should stay here.
As you were saying, he's in control of a few things in basketball, and layups is one of them, and Needham just is getting hard
No,
bounces.
they've had a couple of things today, little stuff like missed layups, missed free throws, defensive miscommunications. None of that stuff has gone their way, and they've paid for it. The Needham's trying to create things. Now they've put a press on, a 2-2-1 press.
Wow.
Yeah, he did not get his feet set, even though that was a clear. It looked like a charge, but I guess high school doesn't have the circle, so you can't.
Right.
There's no space, but it looked like a charge. I guess from my point of view, at least it looked like a charge, but I guess he didn't have his feet set.
So a timeout. That was an M1. I didn't even see the ball go in. I was so focused on the call.
That was it's a great take. Number 2, Donald Rogers with the and 1.
So, can you go through some point totals we have here?
Yeah, sure. The leading score on the day would be number 1 for Foxborough, Brandon Board with 8.
Yep, the senior captain.
Yep. And on the Needham side, it would be number 32, Andrew Barnett, followed closely by Jacob Hammermesh.
I don't even think Barnett scored since the first quarter. He had 7. I don't know what he has now.
He still has 7.
Yeah, so that's who really led this game for Needham. He was bound, giving him all the momentum, the one tip. I mean, but then we just saw Barnett really slow down, and now we're getting some frustration. From Needham's bench and coaches, but down 13, we're a really good Foxborough team.
Yeah.
So 1 free throw here for number 2.
Rogers will look to complete the play after the timeout.
Yeah, Donald Rogers, also a senior. And he hits it.
Yeah.
Nice lefty shot there from Rogers.
You don't see lefties a lot in basketball, do you?
No, not really much. Westwood has 2 that I can think of, Favor and Danny.
Bean, too.
I don't even know if
Dorian for 2.
I think Jimmy is a lefty, but
Jimmy's a specimen.
he likes
It's
taking
weird.
left with his right hand. It is weird. So
Well, you missed Dorian for 2. Dorian's been the vocal leader. I don't know if you can see it. You can't really hear it from our position, but Dorian's been their point of view, and not point of view. He's been their leader and their positional coach on the floor.
right.
Good point guard should do.
So Board with a crossover dribble, 8 on 30. A nice move on the inside, no foul called,
Good
and
no
it's
call there.
rebounded.
I'm glad there was no foul call there, because there was obviously no foul, but it's good that they keep the game flowing.
Yeah. Oh, so that was on the floor. Wow.
Who is that on? Who's the foul on? 2-0?
20, yeah.
2-0 for Foxborough. That's
second.
his third.
Third?
That's his third.
The 3 on the
Dorian,
way.
just short.
Nope. And he's really getting frustrated. You can really see it in the
Yeah,
way his body language.
his play style changes too when he is frustrated.
Yeah.
I know Dorian personally. And
do you?
Yeah, I do. I played with him, against him,
Baseball or basketball?
both. And I went to camp with him, a bunch of years ago. And he gets frustrated really, not easily, but when he gets frustrated, his personality and play style changes.
So 2
Good
on the
find
30,
from
shot
there.
on the way, and it's no good.
Hammermesh with a good.
And let's say
Aggressive rebound.
Foxborough doesn't get that offensive rebound. It really is frustrating. You work for 30 seconds for that possession to get it back, and you don't get it. So it turns into a minute or so, and then again, Needham's down 38-26. Not really sure what that play was. Number 12, 3,
Just
short.
short.
And a good rebound box out by number 14, Michael Devlin for Foxborough.
feel like we've heard the name Devlin tonight. Oh, he has a twin brother, Michael and Liam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're both seniors.
The 20 for Foxborough loses the handle.
That's Liam Devlin.
Needham coming the other way, crossover dribble.
Dorian, fall away.
Ooh, nope.
Just short.
Yeah, you can see it in he's so frustrated. I get it, right?
Body
like,
language, yeah.
You see these missed layup followaways, and it's like, can you just get it back? The layups, yeah, again.
Mm-hmm. Board with it.
Euro.
For 2.
Wow. You see him get that spin on the ball, and it just falls right into place.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason he's a senior captain. Dorian gets the foul.
This will be 3 shots here, 51.7 to go in the third quarter.
It's board second.
Foxborough has continued their momentum here. Let's see if Dorian can change it on the 3 free throws.
He's got 3. Needham struggled to hit their free throws today.
Yeah, I mean, it's the control.
It's one of their major points.
It's the controllable things that they're just having trouble doing. Free throws and layups. And we've seen Barnett on the bench for a long time.
Yeah, they need to get him back in. Dorian converts a second.
So 3 and 3 out for Needham. Needham is head coach by Paul Leonard. Foxborough head coach by John Gibbs. We thank today's sponsors for the 2 games today. Needham Physical Therapy and
Norwood.
the Vanderbilt Club.
Norwood Physical Therapy.
I just said Needham. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Norwood Physical Therapy. Thank you very much.
I just don't want to like misrepresent
Yeah,
anybody.
absolutely. Yeah.
How I'm always the one who can remember the sponsors.
11 the rip through on the top, 10 off the 30 already.
Gallagher controlling the ball here.
Yeah, 15 seconds the difference or so.
Some hand checking.
Another 20. And
good
it's all
deflection.
All the way.
Yeah.
Let's see if Needham can get some momentum going with 26 seconds here. Shot clock is turned off.
Zach,
I
good
wouldn't
game
go
with
for the last shot.
deflection.
I would try to get an open shot here. I wouldn't wait.
I think they need a momentum change, and that's going to be with a 3 or.
And there it is.
There it
A 3 there by number 3 for Needham, Tim Reddy. And let's see if Foxborough can answer. It's now a 9-point game.
Reedy has that momentum shifting shot that Needham needs a steal or a stop here. Be stopped on the
So
play
4
here.
and 8 tenths. It's on 20. That's his 4th. And we'll get a timeout. Oh, sideline out. Okay, so it's a timeout.
White 20. No, that's just his first. This is the first
His
time
first.
he's been
Okay,
in the game
yeah.
today.
Okay.
Foxborough's Liam Devlin has 3.
So Foxborough gets it in with 3. Foxborough with 2. 1 second, 11 gathers. 3 on the way.
Gallagher.
Follow away is off. That
pass was not there. If the pass was open, he would have had it.
Kevin Gallagher, the junior, no good on the shot. And that does it for the third quarter. Tyler Markovsky will joined by Dylan Perkins. We thank the Media Center for broadcasting this game and our sponsor, Norwood Physical Therapy, again. 2019 Westwood Holiday Invitational Tournament heading into the fourth quarter of game number 1. Needham's head coach by Paul Leiner and Foxborough by John Gibbs. In our next game at 7 p.m., Westwood Wolverines, coached by Steve St. Martin, against the Hingham Harbor Men. They're coached by Bob Kiffin. So Westwood
Get a little break here. It's been fast-paced throughout this game. I thought they'd eventually slow down, but both teams have stayed hot and high intensity.
So I'm just going to go into the MIA app right now to see the team's records quickly. They weren't provided. I don't know how accurate.
Well, I would think it's.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I think it's accurate.
So Needham is only 1-0, and they won 71-36.
Jesus. I don't know if the games from Friday.
They beat Walpole. So Walpole.
I think Needham's played more out of league games than in league games at this point.
Yeah, I clicked on the overall, and it still said 1-0. So.
Needham's back to a man defense here, and Foxborough's using a cutting system, 5-out cutting system to get turnovers. Dorian with the deflection, and it gets Needham the ball back.
And Foxborough's 1-1. They lost to Taunton 58-52.
Taunton's
And
really
they
good.
beat Bishop Sheehan by
Good
7.
find from Dorian there. Hammer mesh back in the game. Dorian,
Shot,
knock
fall.
at the roll. Hammer mesh
Tuck it
there.
left. Jacob Hammer mesh. And now the lead is 7. And again, we said earlier, you think that Foxboro being Needham earlier being in the lead by 20, and it was like tied. And now we're in the situation where they're only up by 7
Hammer mesh now becomes their leading scorer.
for Needham. Yeah. Yeah, the passing score to Barnett has been out for a considerable amount of time. 3 on the way, wide open lefty release shot is no good, and it's rebounded nicely by Hammer mesh.
Hammer mesh got away with a little bit of a push off there on the back
Yeah,
side.
I did see that as well.
Sometimes it's a little thing, especially in the post, that the refs don't see. Speaking as I was a post player, you get away with a lot of hand checking, a lot of pushment, a lot of upper body hand movement.
The shot is no good there. It's rebounded.
Hammer mesh.
Dive on the ground by
Dorian.
Reedy
for 3. Just out. That would have been a really big momentum shift there for Needham.
One of the scenarios there is, do you reset the shot clock or not?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, I think they did.
Well, at that point it didn't matter, but late in the games you shouldn't.
So the ball inside, number 20 with it for Foxboro.
Got away with the travel there.
Board. Crossover, left side, left hand is good for 2. 9 the difference.
He's got 12 on the night.
Needham coming down the other way with it.
Reedy with it. Cross court to Dorian.
Dorian got hit. I thought he got pushed before that as well.
Dorian will get back to the line.
So 5:36 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. Needham trailing 33-42.
They need to start hitting outside shots because Foxboro is going to continue to slow it down and get their offense going.
Getting points is the #1 momentum shifter. It goes without saying, but people
it's often overlooked if that's what you mean. Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, there's nothing more energizing than a deep contested 3 or even just 3 points as Dorian goes 1 of 2.
He's 2 for 6 on free throws tonight. He's their biggest contributing factor.
Stuff you can control is what we're looking at as the factor being in this game. The missed layups, and now we're looking at free throws, where I mean, even at high school level, that it just you'd think they'd be over 80%, but it really isn't anywhere close.
At all levels, free throws matter.
Yeah. So 5 on the shot clock, 3.
Good contested defense by Reedy there.
1, the 3 on the way is short air ball, and it'll be a 30-second shot clock violation, rather. And a timeout by Needham. Coach.
Board couldn't get any separation there and had to dish it off, and they couldn't get anything. Got just a little over 5 minutes to play here. What do you think Needham's coach is saying?
So they need points, right? I mean, it's a really simple way of looking at it, but they're really holding Foxboro to 4 shots at the end of the shot clock, which is good.
They need to generate quick turnovers or stops on defense, transition into offense quickly.
Nailed it.
Foxboro needs to control the tempo a little bit more because they're letting Needham get that momentum shift. And basketball's a game of runs, so whoever gets the last run in the 5+ minutes that we have here is going to end up winning this game. And
I also think one of the other big factors turns out to be, we've said it a million times, the controllable things. So yeah, if you're just joining us, 5:05 to go here in the 4th quarter of game #1 of the 2019 Westwood Holiday Invitational Tournament. This game is sponsored by Nord Physical Therapy.
PT is so helpful.
Perk with the labrum injury.
Yeah, I'm going through PT right now, and I'm at Norwood, but PT, if you ever have an injury, you ever need physical therapy, go do it. It is extremely worth it.
There you go.
Dorian gets the roll.
Clay said the vocal point of this team showing the frustration body language earlier.
There's that momentum shift.
On a momentum shifting M1.
Yes, that's another one of the things. Those close layups, those blocks, those big and one plays are really, really clutch.
So to get it to 5, yes. Will Dorian. How many points?
9 to
9. 3 of 7 from the free throw line?
Yep. He could have converted and it'd be slightly closer, but 3 of 7 and all that isn't terrible.
No.
But it's not fantastic.
It's
It's
not
not great.
Left hand, left
Hammer
side
mesh.
rejected. I thought that was a foul going across the
No,
body
he
there.
got all ball.
Okay.
That's one of those. Yeah, now Needham's got momentum. Foxboro's bench is
It's
quiet.
the small things. Yeah,
It is,
Foxboro's,
it is.
everyone's sitting down. Needham bench, everyone's yelling
Energized.
and screaming. And we thought the factor at the beginning of this game would be Barnett, and we haven't seen him in a long time.
I think he's in foul trouble. We don't have stats from us.
The shot forced on the way, and it's another 24-second shot clock violation. So as I said, they're forced 30-second.
Yes.
They're forcing the shots during the timeout. They're forcing Foxborough to take these shots, and they were a few of them went in earlier, and those are huge momentum changing.
Yep.
And there's nothing better than seeing a swish for your own team as the shot clock buzzer goes off. And now it's just they're not even hitting the rim with them. Needham with all the momentum in the gym currently. Number 22, the crossover dribble, right side
Sing
shot, no
for 2.
good, and it's good. Off the front iron and in, and so now a one-possession game. The lead was as large as 14, and
Needham's
now it's
got
2
all
with
the
4 minutes
momentum
left
right now.
to go in the fourth quarter.
Don't reach. Reedy's going to cause turnovers. Gallagher
3
for
on the way,
3.
number 11, no, and it's rebounded.
Dorian.
There you go, by Dorian. Dorian in transition, left side.
Fine
pushes it up.
Sing. The whole gym started standing up as he was going to shoot that and hit the 3, get that momentum swing. He's Dorian has really controlled the last 3-4 minutes for Needham.
Yeah, you said he's the leader of the team, and his frustration has turned into motivation.
Yeah.
Dorian
A lot of great players, that happens.
gets caught, a nice
Swing
look.
pass.
Number 21 with it for Needham, Hood.
Dorian's drawing their best defender.
Reedy
Opening up things for, yep.
inside,
Sing
wide open
for
3 on the catch.
3.
Number 22 is no good, and it's rebounded by Donald Rogers, and Foxborough coach is saying, let's chill out.
Yeah.
Let's run a little bit of offense.
Foxborough's plan is to slow the game down and kind of try to control their tempo. If you can control the tempo, you can try to at least neutralize the Needham momentum.
So stakes in the gym rising. Number 2, Rogers looks inside. 8 on the 30-second shot clock.
Yep. It's
Number
another
1
one of those long possessions for Foxborough.
skip pass. Number 4 on the inside. No good. He's drawing the foul. No good. It's rebounded. Wow. And
That's a gimme. That's a gimme foul there. That's tough. That'll be on Dorian, and that's. I think the refs missed something there.
I really am neutral on this game, but
That's we really all like to see the outcomes be influenced by the players and not the officials.
Yeah.
And it's really tough to see officials, botch calls.
One of the things that I really do dislike about sports, though, is when the whole scapegoat goes on the officials. Oh, we lost by 1, but it was all the refs' fault.
Well, and coming from a player's perspective, if that happens and if there's a big call that doesn't go your way,
it is the most frustrating thing.
It is, because one possession can, especially in games that are 1 possession or 2 possessions, one bad call can change the game.
Absolutely.
You look at like the New Orleans Saints and Los Angeles Rams game.
Number 22 there.
As Sing hits for 2.
Yeah.
You look at that game, and one bad call cost the Saints the NFC title game. And you hate to see that. You hate to see officials ruin games.
Now let it be the challenging rule.
Needham getting loud on the sidelines now.
Jim is at 90 decibels.
Really?
Number 5 with it.
That's high.
2 crossover dribble spin is good.
He got
That's
away
number 2,
with
Donald Rogers.
He got away with a travel there.
I thought so too, the senior. And now it's back to a 3-point game, entering 2 minutes.
2 minutes to go.
We are in crunch time.
Yes,
Kirk.
we are.
Dorian controlling it.
Yeah.
Wow. So I didn't think you had to be set there. I thought I saw Dorian shove his way and move that Foxborough defender back. And
He did. Dorian tried to create space for whether it be a pass or a step back 3 or whatever it is. He created space, and they say it's a flop really, but he tried to exaggerate it a little bit. But
the 1-and-1 is no good, and we're going the other way with
and we're back with free throws. Dorian's got to hit free throws.
Yep. And so the bonuses are coming in effect. Foxborough has one more to, Needham has one more to give until it's 1-1. And Foxborough in that single bonus 1-1 territory with 7 fouls. 1:39 to go here in the fourth quarter, 3 to
They're
difference.
controlling the tempo really, but you see that the long possessions.
Rogers 3 on the way, number 11 is off, and it's rebounded by number 4.
Did he not reestablish here? Timeout
No,
Foxborough.
So timeout Foxborough.
That's a great call by the Foxborough coach.
Yeah, so 26 seconds to go on the shot
They'll
clock.
get a new one.
1:27 to go here.
Basically a whole new possession for them to control the clock. This is, they say in football, you take the knee or you run it to keep the clock momentum. Basketball is different. You can't do that, so you try to dribble out the clock as much as possible.
Yep.
Trying to give you an analogy that works there, but I can't think of one. other than football.
It was fair, but the thing that I look at really is it's a one-possession game still, so you don't want to really wind on the clock too much. I mean, you really dribble the ball out if you're Foxborough, and we've seen a lot of turnovers from both sides.
Yeah. If you're
In
Foxborough
transition,
here,
it's an easy layup.
Foxborough here, you get a good shot, a good look.
No forced shots.
Yeah, exactly. Take your 26 seconds, get the best shot you can. You get a bucket, you get a two-possession game here.
And I'd also say the point of that is don't let it go all the way down to 26 seconds. We've seen a few extremely forced shots from Foxborough that in this second half they've come short on. So 1:27 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Needham trails by 3, 44-41. So again, that was a timeout coming out of Foxborough. This is the 2019 Westwood Holiday Invitational first round. 4 teams play. Westwood versus Hingham is next.
That'll be a good game,
7 p.m.
too.
game. It will be a very good game. We'll be here, Tyler Markovsky, Nolan Perkins with that as well. But we're more on this game right now. Less than 90 seconds to go here. Looking.
Another
And
timeout here.
costly
Saves a
timeout.
5-second violation.
Right, I'm not sure about the timeout numbers. I'd guess that's Foxborough's
that's
second
third.
or third.
Third.
Okay. So Needham had
Got two
2 early.
timeouts.
So
Two
Needham,
timeouts
I
for
know
both teams.
Needham has 2 timeouts left.
At least. I think they have 3. Three to go. But those timeouts, and especially in that fourth quarter, you want to save them for possessions like that. If you need a timeout, you don't want to have a technical foul called.
So for Needham, I mean, we've seen a really good fourth quarter. How you doing? We've seen it mainly led by Dorian, along with Hammermesh, if I can think of, and Barnett remains on the bench the first
He's
quarter
in.
start.
I confirmed with Needham. He's in foul trouble.
Is he?
Yes, he is. He would be back in the game, and
Right, but 1:27 left. I think you'd want to put him in. At the first half.
I don't know if you want to risk. Maybe he's injured. They don't want to risk his season.
Barnett had no fouls at the end of the first half.
And maybe it's an injury then. I know. I have bad sources.
So I don't think foul trouble is the reason. 1:24
Yeah,
left
I guess
here.
you're right.
It's an easy throw in for Foxborough, but they don't get the inbound play that they want. Needham bench standing and clapping along with the coach.
Needham needs to stop really badly.
Gallagher with it, right side of the ball.
10
10
on
on
the
the
clock.
30, and they're at half court still. They're still on the logo.
See, they're getting that good shot. They're trying to get that good separation.
Board with it, left side, crossing the road, right hand, floater. It's
Stop
thrown away,
from Hammermesh.
and it's taken by Hammermesh. Hammermesh comes
Dorian
down the
again.
court, finds Dorian, and Needham has
Under a minute.
a full
they
shot
need
clock.
a good shot here.
Under a minute, yes.
Do you think it's a 3?
No.
It's either a quick 2 to get the last shot, or it's a 3 to tie the game.
And I think Dorian's going to try to play here. The spin, the shot, off the backboard's no good, and it's rebounded there by Foxborough. The jump ball, and they call a foul.
No, it will not. That is a missed call there.
So it was on John Hood, who we barely called tonight. And that was the one they had to give, so it's just they're going to rethrow it back in. So it's not that big of a deal.
Need to. I mean, it stopped their possession.
It
looked like a jump ball from our angle.
It is taken away by Needham. Number 21 with it. Hood clutches it and throws it away. And a foul. So 1-and-1 shooter will be Donald Rogers, the senior. I don't know about that call. I don't know the.
Needham has to foul at this point. Now
so-
they have to put it into a bonus situation.
And if there was a jump ball, I'm just taking a look at the possession error, it would have been Needham's ball.
It would have been Needham's ball. So that's one of those, we were talking about it earlier, that the officials can affect the game, and that's one of those situations.
So here we go, 34 6 to go. You can hear a pin drop in this gym right now.
It's very intense.
The first free throw
They got
is
two.
good from Donald Rogers, and you're basically looking at a two-possession game now.
Yep.
For the difference, 34 6/10 to go. Both teams in the 1-on-1. Rogers is short on the second, rebounded by Dorian.
Do you want to miss that shot?
No,
If you're Foxboro,
no,
do you think you make it?
Dorian for 3.
He's trying to play hero ball. Dorian is.
It's a travel, no jump.
No travel there.
So we're going to get free throws again.
Foxboro's coach. Foxboro coach John Gibbs telling his players, hit one, miss the other maybe.
You think so?
If it was me, I'd hit the first and then have the clock run out on the second
you don't get the timeout advance until the NBA, so it's not like Needham can go timeout and they magically get the ball at half court.
Right.
Even though I am a big supporter of that rule, I think it's it adds a lot of interest.
Yeah, and to get the running clock, Foxboro either needs possession or they need to make it a two-possession game. And I mean, it is a two-possession game. Misses the first. Dorian with the ball.
Dorian going the other way.
Dorian playing hero ball.
Number 12 for 3. It's off the mark and it's rebounded by Hammermesh. Dorian gets it back. I don't. What was that? So
number 1. That's Board's 4th.
Yeah, Brandon Board, the senior captain. 1-1, and Needham's only down by
We were talking about free throws.
But do you miss one intentionally?
Yes.
12.8 to go.
Dorian needs to hit the first.
And we have Dorian, who's not the sharpest free throw shooter we've seen.
Yes, correct.
So he needs to hit this first one to get it into one possession. He doesn't, and it's rebounded by Foxboro. It looks like a jump, and there it is. So
it'll be Needham.
So Needham will get it back. No threes being yelled from somewhere. Timeout by Needham. And Dorian is heated.
Yeah, he's very frustrated. Emotional player. Good player, but emotional. None to say the last.
So again, this is the 2019 Westwood Holiday Invitational Tournament. The 4 towns in it are Needham, Westwood, Hingham, and Foxboro. Of course, this game, Foxboro versus Needham. If you're just joining us, Tyler Markowski joined by Dylan Perkins here in this close first-round game. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock will be the consolation match, so the 2 teams that lose. So looking at right now, obviously anything can change. It will be Needham versus the losing team of the Hingham versus Westwood game. And but of course, anything can change. At 7 p.m. will be pending the outcome of this game versus Westwood versus Hingham winner. So 10.7 to go here. Needham's ball on the inbounds, down by 4. 2 things that you don't want here if you're Foxboro: a foul and a 3.
Yep.
In the worst case scenarios, you got yeah. But
see, if you're Needham, if you're Foxboro here, do you give Needham the 2?
I don't know if Needham's going for it 2.
No,
so they try to get that guy chasing around. He's looking, finds
good
Dorian.
Lockdown defense here.
Dorian crossover dribble over the 3s, heavily contested, no good. The rebound by out of bounds. It will be Needham ball. I didn't think it actually went out on Foxboro, but Dorian did pull away.
I couldn't see it from our angle.
So they're going to try to get into Dorian again. They get it into Hammermesh. Dorian, dribble, 3, yes.
He'll get it,
but so that's a nice looking 3 there from Dorian. And they have half a second left.
Too little, too late, though.
Yeah, a half a second left here. Are they going to change the clock? I think they're going to put a second on or so.
Put a full second,
I'd say 1.2 is the count, but I'm not the ref, obviously.
We'll get it. 1.1.
1.1, okay. So, I mean, there is some time there, but so if I'm Foxboro mounting this ball, I'm going to go with a 4 across set and send 1 all the way down the court. And if I'm Needham, I'm not going to have a guy on that inbound passer.
If you're Needham, do you double the ball?
I would.
Double the ball and try to get someone to get because they have 1 more timeout.
Right, and I also wouldn't have someone in the
shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pending
inbounds play here. Foxboro up 1.
So here we go. Foxboro just basically has to touch it and not allow a turnover. They have a full half-court set, a 1-1-2. They're looking, gets in number 2, and he gets fouled with 2 tenths. Will they adjust the clock? Dorian's looking for more time. I don't think it was that bad of a count.
0.4, they add
2
2 more
tenths.
tenths.
Okay, so you're looking for a missed free throw and then an airmail around the whole court. An SC top 10 pending.
A miracle shot, yeah. Needham does have one more timeout, so if they decide to use it or not, it is a 1-on-1 here.
So Foxboro is not going to fill the box.
No, you can't. You don't go for the rebound. You give up the rebound, and you see how they have 3 against 3 up on the free throw line.
So 1-on-1 here, it's good off the high bounce. I mean, it really means nothing. So 0.4 to go here.
Stats. Now they fill the box.
Yeah, now they will fill it. They got some trouble for Needham getting the shot off. The second one is good. 4 tenths. Timeout. Needham. Coach. Is it? Yeah. So 3 is the difference. A pretty low-scoring game for these 2 high-level teams, 44 to 47.
2 good defenses going head-to-head.
Yeah. So Needham is really going to try to draw something up.
Something miracle here.
It's 0.3 to really get a shot off. So you do have that. I mean, you have a shot off, but to get a shot off in 0.3, it's a little bit of a flick. You obviously can't go for the tip in because then that would be a 2. So a lot of things can go on here. It'll be interesting. Great momentum changes that we've seen here today, Perk.
Definitely.
Where we've seen Needham come out really strong, led by
Dorian, of course.
Needham's led by Dorian, and then in the first quarter, we've said it a million times, Andrew Barnett really showed up with 7, and we thought he was going to be the whole star, and we haven't seen him since the first half. So again, 4 tenths, and Foxboro is going to put pressure on Ball. Needham has 4 back. This is interesting.
Draw up some kind of trick play here.
So 4 tenths to go
I'd
here.
imagine
The baseball pass goes all the way. It's touched. Dorian, the shot was not going to count anyways. It was no good. So the consolation game tomorrow will be Needham versus the loser of the Westwood versus Hingham game. So a great game here to kick off the 2019 Westwood Holiday Invitational.
For sure.
Tyler Markowski, Joe by Dylan Perkins. It was a good one.
It was.
Your final score again, Foxboro 47, Needham 44. This game is sponsored by Nord Physical Therapy. We thank Westwood Media Center. And that about does it. Again, game number 1. We'll be back here tomorrow. We have a 7 p.m. game coming up in around 40 minutes. Hingham versus Westwood. So signing off until next time, thanks for watching.